Naruto's parents are alive, Ninetales vs Ninetales, Rock Lee is a drag? Roto Ninja Naruto the Movie is fucking unhinged, but it also hits harder than it has any right to, both in terms of action and emotion. Stick around and find out with me what makes Roto Ninja the best Naruto movie, perhaps one of the best anime movies of all time. So the thing with anime movies is they usually are nothing more than a feature-length, high-budget filler episode. No main character is allowed to have any development or learn any lesson, and there are uninteresting characters that swear to meet the main cast again one day but never show up or are mentioned in any form. Roto Ninja breaks that mold, giving Naruto and Sakura compelling arcs and solves the filler characters problem in a clever way. Here's how. The film opens up with a summoning jutsu. It's the day of Naruto's birth. Masked man Madara attacks the Leaf village with the 9 tails. Minato goes to protect the village, while a weakened Kushina lays next to baby Naruto. This is nothing but a flashback to what happens in the manga/anime anyways, but it immediately establishes that the relationship between Naruto and his parents and the love they have for their child is a central element to this story. Title card, and we're in the present now. Naruto gives some opening narration about the definition of a ninja. As I'm going along through the film, I'm trying to place it in the timeline, and spoiler, it's complicated. For now, it's at some point in time in Shippuden, we can tell from the designs, but not from the title. Seriously, why is there no Shippuden in the title? The Akatsuki attack. Sakura states that they have taken down most of them already, so a first intriguing mystery, but no clue for the timeline. Sweet fight animation though, with interesting matchups like Shino and Kiba vs Pain, Hinata vs Konan, Hidan vs Tenten of all people. The fight I'd like to see the most fully play out is Sai vs Deidara. That's just an interesting matchup with Sai's drawings versus Deidara's clay creatures. The Akatsuki have but one objective, leaving a mark on Naruto. And after one of Kakutsu's detached hands manages that, they vanish into the ground with an animation that seems familiar. Very reminiscent of Setsu, who suspiciously was missing in the Akatsuki lineup shot. Let's see where that's going. Back in the village, most of the Konoha 12 parents praise their children, with the exception of Team 7. Because Asai was raised by Root Anbu, Naruto's parents are well dead, and Sakura's parents fault her for lagging in housekeeping, which frustrates Sakura a lot. An unjustified amount from a rational perspective. She says this.
I wish that the two of you would just butt out of my life!
You probably already know what I'm going to compare this to. Oh yeah, Home Alone. Sakura in this movie is basically Kevin McCallister. So all I have to say for now is be careful what you're wishing for. You might just get it. The animators spent attention to detail. This is not Hiyashi Hyuga. Hinata's father would stick out in the scene like a sore thumb. I guess it's Ku Hyuga. The parents, except Sakura's, collectively agree to submit recommendations to the Hokage for their children to be promoted to Chonin. First, I don't think Ino and Kiba reached Chonin level in the main series, and I'm not sure how much weight Tsume Inosuka's recommendation would hold, as she's not even a Chonin herself. She's a special Chonin, which despite how it sounds is below the regular Chonin. By the way, Sakura's father is apparently just a genin, so even if he intended to recommend Sakura, it wouldn't be worth much. Naruto then has a sad walk through town. Nobody is waiting for him at home. Just his lonely, dark, messy apartment. He shouts out that he's home. No one replies. Having no parent to recommend him for the Chonin rank, Naruto asks the closest thing he has to a parent. Cut to Ishiraku Ramen and enter Iruka Sensei.
That's what I'm talking about! The GOAT!
I love the character Iruka, probably my favorite character in all of Naruto. Every time I see him in a panel of the manga or in a scene of the anime, my brain plays the GOAT clip. What an absolute legend. Iruka says no to recommending Naruto for Jonin. His explanation makes sense. Naruto is still a genin after all. Here I'm also not sure how much weight Iruka's recommendation would hold, since he's a mere Chunin, but at least he's a teacher and should have the competence to judge the capability of a shinobi. But I don't really think the promotion is Naruto's #1 priority. Parental affection is. He says he has nothing of his parents having died heroes. If they just were cowards, they at least would still be around to welcome him home at night. Iruka doesn't understand. This is an aspect I appreciate a lot. Naruto views Iruka as a father, but Iruka views Naruto as a little brother. This is why he has such an intense reaction at the end of the series when Naruto asks him to attend his wedding ceremony as his father. Naruto gets frustrated, and when his favorite ramen ingredient is missing and replaced by menma, he just has enough and storms out. Meanwhile, Sakura has a fight with her mom and bails as well, running into Naruto in the process. Sakura rants for a while about how annoying her parents are, not even listening to what Naruto says.
I'd be better off without him. If Sasuke were here, he'd definitely understand how I feel.
Sakura? Do you have any idea how fucking delusional you are? Have you forgotten how Sasuke reacted to exactly this topic? Sasuke would literally fry you were he in the situation instead of Naruto. Another round of timeline theorizing. At this point I'd place the movie between Akatsuki oppression and the Pain arc, based on Naruto still holding a grudge against his father, and we haven't seen Asuma or Kurenai when the Konoha 12 were on the mission, because Asuma would be dead and Kurenai pregnant. Madara then casually shows up, just aura farming. Apparently he teleported to the mark placed on Naruto's leg, flying Raijin style. Didn't know he could do this jutsu, but he's a student of Minato after all. He's here for a test run of the Infinite Tsukuyomi. Not perfected yet, it's called the Limited Tsukuyomi. Naruto and Sakura are trapped in it. They are placed in a new reality. The first people they run into are Team Kurenai, and something is off. Akamaru bites Kiba out of mean-spiritedness. Hinata lashes out in anger, threatening Sakura's life, and Shino seems to hate insects. Next they run into Team Ino Chikacho. Ino is much calmer and friendlier. Shoji is skinny and Shikamaru's a dumbass. More is revealed about this reality. Nobody knows who Madara is. Sakura's parents are late heroes, with her father's face being carved into the rocks next to the other Hokage. To Team 7's surprise, Sasuke is in the village and not an edgelord. Oh, and Naruto's name isn't Naruto but Menma. Incidentally, exactly the ramen ingredient Naruto detests. Next scene takes us to the bathhouse, and here the movie goes completely unhinged. Hinata roasts Sakura as a fladdie. Naruto roasts Shino for the size of his package. Kiba acts like a furry. Shikamaru acts like a total buffoon. Neji creeps at the girls using his Byakugan, which causes Hinata to crash out. Rock Lee comes crashing through the roof.
I know Lee isn't that kind of person. Those are mine!
Let's just lampshade all of this and say, well, that just happened. Here I want to give the English dub credit. It's really good, especially Naruto and Sakura, which is important because they are the main characters.
Work with me so that we can gather intel effectively. Okay, Menma?
So you're gonna call me that too?
Sakura then has her home alone honeymoon period, just doing whatever she wants, throwing her shoes around in this case. Naruto concludes that if Sakura's parents are dead, his might be alive. So he rushes home and we get this funny bit. The lady just throws a goddamn couch at him. Random lady for next Hokage. The Akatsuki forces from the beginning are then revealed to be just transformed white Setsu clones. A very organic explanation that makes the intro of the film work smoothly. We get our first glimpse on the main villain of the story. Another nice contrast. Both Madara and this villain are masked, but Madara has an intimidating Batman voice, whilst this guy sounds pathetic.
What a truly simplistic ambition.
Your presence is too strong for a ghost.
The question that now gets an answer is, how does Sasuke differ from the original? Like in the original, all the girls lust after Sasuke, but unlike in the original, Sasuke doesn't ignore all of them. He's a total playboy, giving out roses left and right and telling every girl he'll be there for them no matter what. But Sasuke isn't important to this story. Naruto is, and homeless Naruto is just a treat.
Everyone's different. Just a little off.
What do you mean, just a little? The purpose of this scene is to establish that Sakura enjoys her time in this reality, contrary to Naruto. A picture that is about to change very soon. But first we get to meet Tsunade, and I'm not sure how much is different about her. She wears glasses and is a bit calmer. No crazy changes. We get another timeline clue. Naruto knows who Killer Bee is, so it at least takes place after the Pain arc, which is sus, because Naruto got over his grudge against the 4th Hokage when he met him inside the realm of the Nine Tails. But later we see him using Sage mode, so definitely after Pain arc. The villain is on the move. He collects Kekkei Genkai and tail beasts. Naruto and Sakura assume it to be Madara under a different name. Minato and Kushina then finally show up, and here's something interesting I noticed. It's about the Nine Tails. In this reality, Kushina is still alive, so she's still Kurama's Jinchuriki, right? But Naruto is as well, because he brought his Kurama. So are there two Nine Tails Jinchuriki in this universe? Interesting. One thing that didn't change is Jiraiya. He still died on a mission gathering intel about a serious threat. The scroll with the intel becomes the MacGuffin for now. It's necessary to escape Tsukuyomi. A team is assembled and sent to retrieve the scroll, comprised of Minato, Kushina, Naruto, Sakura, Guy and Kakashi, who basically swapped personalities. Ladies and gentlemen, we got depressed Might Guy before GTA 6. But before they embark on the mission, some character development. Sakura has fun being home alone eating junk. Naruto has a tough time with the entities that supposedly are his parents. He is being a little brat, even refusing to do something as taking the dishes off the dinner table. It's really saddening to watch Naruto unable to cope with the love he's receiving for the first time in his life, just disregarding Minato, who's just being a wholesome dad.
I'm sure Jiraiya-sensei laid some traps.
Where's Menma?
Not again.
Naruto, just being Naruto, rushes ahead and triggers traps protecting Jiraiya's scroll. Little tangent here, I think this story could have benefited from taking place in part 1 instead of Shippuden, because Naruto and Sakura's emotional immaturity fits their younger versions much better. Post Pain arc, Naruto doesn't act as impulsive anymore. Remember when he learned of Kakashi's death after returning to fight Pain? He gets himself in kind of a situation and Kushina comes to the rescue, essentially taking a bullet for Naruto in the process. Minato just solos the rest of the mission like a Giga Chad. The scroll is retrieved, but it takes some time until it can be read. After the fight we get a very nice scene of Minato explaining parental instinct to Naruto. Kushina's body acted on its own, there was no thinking, simply a mother's desire to protect her son. Naruto doesn't understand immediately, but once Kushina hugs him, stating how happy she is that Naruto is unharmed, he slowly begins to hug her back. We cut to Sakura and the gears are just turning in her head. Her Kevin McCallister arc has reached the point of realization. She can eat all the junk she wants. As she says, there can be too much of a good thing. I think this speaks to something all of us have experienced in our life. Of course it's nice to be home alone because there are no parents around that tell you what to do, but were they never to return, it would suck. Suck a lot. The original Home Alone is more than a funny Christmas movie. It's an unsung masterpiece and I'm tired of pretending it's not. Fat W for this movie to take cues from it. Meanwhile, Naruto is starting to get lulled in by the genjutsu that abuses his deepest inner desires. He starts feeling at home in the illusion. We get this cool contrasting shot that represents just how much the script has been flipped from before. But before Naruto and Sakura can fall any deeper, the villain strikes. It seems like Tsunade is weak, which makes me wonder how she became Hokage, because she was a good politician, I guess. The masked man then hands out L's, left and right, every major shinobi, including Minato and Kushina. Sakura gets captured and used for ransom, her life for the scroll. As a parting gift, the masked man Shinra Tenseis the village, Pain style, with a clue in the jutsu name, Rasen Ring. After a lengthy sequence straight from the original manga of the masked man and Kurama raiding the village on the day Naruto was born, Naruto tells Minato and Kushina the truth about him not being from this universe. Remembering his real parents' heroism and the heroism Sakura just displayed, Naruto for some reason grabs Tsunade's Hokage cloak and rolls out. It's the masked man versus Naruto. Some sort of summoning jutsu outnumbers the main character. It's time for a here comes the cavalry moment. The Akatsuki mirror the film's opening. This time not as enemies, this time as allies. As simple mercenaries hired to aid Naruto, leading to sweet action. Wind style Rasen Shuriken versus Great Rasen Ring. The masked man is revealed to be Naruto. Well, Menma in this case. Menma pulls out his Kurama and stomps his counterpart, hard ignoring a Rasengan barrage. Naruto is transported to the realm of the Nine Tails, who tries to talk Naruto into giving in, like he does time and time again. But this time it's Madara Uchiha they are up against. Because he hates Madara more than he hates his host, he agrees to cooperate with Naruto, who undoes the seal. Oh yeah, we are getting Nine Tails versus Nine Tails, and they go to town on each other. With a decisive punch, Menma gets knocked down. Both Kyubis disappear. With the seal weakened, Madara progresses his plan of collecting all tailed beasts. He tries to drag out Kurama like he dragged him out of Kushina. All hope seems lost when the scroll gets sliced. Sakura swoops in and trades blows with Menma. Naruto can't hear her words, but seeing her fighting, he remembers when Jiraiya taught him the Rasengan, how the jutsu was passed through the generations, how it's his turn now, and he won't give up.
A real ninja is one who endures.
Sakura is knocked back, Naruto catches her and, in an instant, masters the flying Raijin, just like Minato all these years ago, and stomps Madara Menma. Kushina and Minato show up to push the fight over the finish line, and the Tsukunomi is dispelled. Before things can return to normal, Naruto has a big thank you speech, thanking Minato and Kushina for everything, for welcoming him home, for dinner, even for getting mad at him. This is a very cathartic moment for the character of Naruto, but the moment gets downright horrifying if you think about the fact that this isn't a parallel universe, it's a genjutsu. Minato, Kushina, the cleansed Menma, everyone in this reality and the universe itself will cease to exist in a few moments. Having their hero journey completed, Naruto and Sakura return home. Sakura has her home alone Christmas morning moment, now much more appreciative of what she has. Naruto on the other hand has once again nobody at home waiting for him. But a real ninja is one who endures, so he moves on. So he thinks, because when he opened the door to his apartment, I audibly shouted out, "Iruka got the hint, he's the fucking goat!"
The goat!
In all seriousness, I felt so happy with Naruto in this moment, which is exactly what the filmmakers tried to achieve, which is a testament to just how good of a job they did. Naruto triumphantly jumps over rooftops, now at the end of his road to ninja, and the credits roll. When I hit play on Road to Ninja, Naruto the Movie, I expected another Naruto Shippuden the Movie, an entertaining enough story about a random original character that gets all the development, while Naruto and the crew are just background characters to facilitate the story of the original characters. But Road to Ninja puts its focus squarely on Naruto and Sakura, gives them both complete character arcs and solves the filler characters that are never seen or brought up again problem. They were all mere illusions to begin with. Madara's plan of testing the Tsukunomi and extracting the Nine Tails at the same time makes a lot of sense as well. It's only the timeline aspect where things fall apart. It has to happen between the Pain and the War arc to make any sense. It can't happen before the 5 Kage Summit, so it has to take place right before Naruto is sent to the KCM training arc. Which is weird because no one is worrying about the impending war. But if it's that point in time, then Naruto and Sakura act way too immature. Like I said earlier, the film would be perfect, were it slightly rewritten to happen in part 1, with younger Naruto and Sakura. But if that's the biggest complaint I have for an anime movie, that's crazy praise. And that's all I have to say. I thoroughly enjoyed Road to Ninja. What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments. You've been watching WW.
The best things in wrestling.